of ancient tales all based in Wales is where we set our scene. A tiny class, kids bored en masse, minds numbed by the routine. Welsh days of yore, never a chore when steeped in myth and magic. Throw in a lake, some hearts to break, and an ending ever tragic. Start with a lamb, some sheep, a ram, a shepherd for good grace. But sure he's smart, oft true of heart, and handsome in the face. His days a chore, not one to bore, his attention always fleeting. His gaze drawn past the fields, the grass, the llyn stays neath the bleating. Gurgles surprise from splashes arise, an otherworldly vision. Born of the lake, now his to take, 3 times he woos her decision. Though his to wed, to take to bed, her welfare he must cherish. To strike but thrice, he'd pay the price. Their romance would soon perish. This tale of old will be retold. Take heed and note its message. 1 school we take, 2 lovers make, 3 strikes their looming presage. Alone he sat, quite oft at that, the bench his makeshift throne, when all around games played unbound, while Llyn sat all alone. From out his gaze he's caught ablaze, a cascade of golden hair. Her beauty so his heart did slow, he could but stop and stare. From far abound his comfort ground, she stands for his attention. Lost in a trance, he takes his chance, his breath so full of tension. So keen to meet, he finds his feet and grabs for what's to hand. His lunchtime snack that he did pack looks limp and rather bland. Now on a quest to make the best sarnie she has tasted, he won't be beat, though quite a feat his talents won't be wasted. He sticks with plain, not too insane, his sandwich for her veggie, hand-picked delights and meat-free bites, his choices for her plenty. In brown paper he wraps them later, so lovingly tied and bound. His heart a flutter for bread and butter, his aim in life now found. Upon his wall he sees it all, the playground below unfolding. Close to his chest the sarnie pressed, her gaze he is left holding. He crosses now, not sure of how, the children seem to part. But careful, son, don't be the one to strike and break her heart. Head all ablaze, a culinary maze, a mountain still to climb. He makes a list, food with a twist to save himself some time. Ice cream and figs, of beans and twigs. His ideas all half soaked. He sighs defeat, but then thinks meat. His veggie ways revoked. Oh, of pork and jam, red sauce and ham. He ploughs on with conviction. Now on the track he won't look back. Recipes his new addiction. Much like the wind, luck changed for Llyn. He feels it in his being. This latest snack will make her crack. There'll be no disagreeing. He spots her soon, his heart doth swoon. A pilgrimage he follows. His sacrifice that made last night, his nervousness he swallows. He passes through, his lips he chews, his nervous palms grow sweaty. So careful today in every way, his belly squirms like spaghetti. moments they hold, a story told, without the need for words. A moment spent, her smile, her scent. Hearts flutter now like birds. To strike but thrice, he'd pay the price. No longer his to cherish. To strike but thrice, he'd pay the price. Their romance would soon perish. When from behind the villain, the crime, sneaks up on our love-struck pair, we see the run, the knee-drop shun, flowers now in the air. Our poor boy Glyn, so young, so prim, so ignorant of his fate. He's struck her once, yet still the dance. Twice more before it's too late. Joining in to fire this thing, Glyn swallows hard for fear. He takes his aim, hopes all the same it'll strike a different peer. His wish comes true, out of the blue. He hits the one he hearts. Strikes down to two, what can he do? Left helpless as she departs. Again he smacks, not bumped or cracked. So soon he'll find her vanished. Left all alone, back on his throne, and from her arms now banished. A friendship torn, now so forlorn. Our two sit far apart. A pair once close, now torn by blows. A crack starts in their hearts. He tries with bread to mend the shred. His hard work comes too late. She soon jumps down, a new game found. He's left without his mate. An invite comes from playground chums, the wounded by heartache. Forget it now, his silent vow, still blind to his mistake. He kicks the ball, forgets it all, this girl and the sadness. The ball sails high, right through the sky. Its landing place, sheer madness. This poor boy Glyn, his future grim. He took no heed of warning. 3 times he strikes the girl he likes, his love for her in mourning. Our tale of old, or such I'm told, finds fresh blood in our story. But is it true? That's up to you. I won't take all the glory.